Hello, and welcome to the Jersey Nerds Podcast, your home for debates and discussions surrounding sports uniforms, hockey jersey design, and more. It has been a hot minute. The last time we actually recorded a design episode was, I think, in March of last year. So we're back, hopefully with an actual schedule that we make no promises, because we all have lives.
I can tell you what my guess is.
What's your guess? That we're not going to do that?
Correct.
Sounds about right.
We're here for the ride, folks. We're here for the ride.
Yes, and the ride will be short. But because we haven't recorded in over a year, fun fact, the last time we recorded an episode, the Arizona Coyotes were still a thing. We have 17 jerseys to go over that have been unveiled in the NHL since then. But we're only going over 15 because 2 of those jerseys have already been replaced. And also Carter did a sweet video about them that is now probably close to a year old, but still go watch it anyways.
It's a video, all right. I just rewatched it the other day, and I really just opened up Streamlabs and hit record and had like 5 tabs open about the new Utah team and just talked. It was very interesting, but yeah, go watch it.
Go watch it. Anyways, enough cross-promoting with our own stuff we don't do enough anyways. Will, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I've been just working lots, doing stuff with the kids. Since then, I took Scarlett to her first hockey game on my birthday a couple months back. That was great. Took Violet to her first hockey game back in April, a playoff game for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. Both loved it, so I'm getting a couple little hockey fans in the house, so that's awesome.
Neither of them are Pokemon trainers yet, though?
Oh, they're both Pokemon trainers.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
We're all Pokemon trainers in this house.
Good.
And that's what we like to see. Will, I just asked Will. Carter, I'm still rusty. Carter, how are you doing?
Just podcasting a record. How about you?
There we go.
Glad to see the classics are still hitting.
It's not my line. That's why I had to change it. I'm doing grand.
Grand.
Elegant.
Wow. Aren't you also 119.67 richer? Thanks to one of your...
Some ghetto guy from Columbus bought my Leafs jersey for $119.67. I sure wonder where that price comes from.
Yeah, no one will ever know. Also, the jersey still hasn't arrived, so I'm thinking I've gotten scammed. Not actually, it's been like 2 days and it's international. I have reasonable expectations, don't worry. So yeah,
Burkus, how are you?
I'm doing good. Since our last episode, I have started an internship with the Blue Jackets, ended an internship with the Blue Jackets, had gone to an outdoor game featuring the Blue Jackets, and now have an actual design job. So, we're vibing. Things are good. I'm drinking that massive root beer float out of the cup I designed. We're having fun times here.
That's an all-time flex.
True.
Love to see it.
Yeah. If you went to a Blue Jackets game during the 2024-25 season and got a souvenir cup, you're welcome. So yeah, we have 15 jerseys to get through. Portmanteaus are fun. So we have 6 jerseys that are rebrands from teams from the Anaheim Ducks, Los Angeles Kings, and the newly minted Utah Mammoth. We have the Boston Bruins Centennial Game jerseys that everyone remembers and no one forgot for sure. We've got outdoor game jerseys from the Winter Classic and the Stadium Series, which your boy is repping. We forgot to do what jerseys we're wearing, but we can all visually see that. And then we have the Four Nations Face-Off jerseys, which was an amazing tournament that definitely didn't have any political connotations.
Whatsoever.
No, not at all.
They were dark times, Harry, dark times.
So we are doing this in the classic Jersey Nerds fashion of a draft. Which is also why we cut out the first 2 Utah jerseys so that everyone gets 5. It's nice and even. So without further ado, it is 12:45 my time, and I want to start doing this draft so I can go to bed. With that, I have randomly, not so randomly, established a draft order. We're snaking through this as always. And with the first overall pick, I need to actually get to the Google Chrome tab to edit this tier list.
I wonder what one he's taking.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I think this is the best jersey out of these, but it is definitely the one I will be the most crushed by if I don't get it. So I'm taking the one good jersey in Blue Jackets history, the 2025 Stadium Series, which I am wearing and I love dearly, and is perfect in every way.
I mean, I agree with you on it's the best Blue Jackets jersey.
The bar is like sitting in the depths of hell,
Fair.
though.
Hey, we have the alternate jersey. That is also good.
Perfectly fine.
It's
Yeah, it's good. And then everything else is kind of shit. But hey, we've got it. So.
I will say for a Columbus Blue Jackets jersey, it's a really good Seattle Kraken jersey.
Yeah.
That was my initial thought when I first saw it. I was like, hey, this looks familiar.
It's grown on me, but I still think it is kind of an overrated jersey, and I feel bad saying that because it is Columbus's best jersey by far.
Yeah, but I don't know. The chevron is cool. The big ass cannon is a big ass cannon, which we love. We love the shoulder patch.
I do like the shoulder patch.
In a vacuum for Stadium Series jerseys, it's really good. It's one of the best ones.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I love this thing to death. And I went to the game, and it was fantastic. And I missed 2 of the goals because I was trying to find my sister in the hot chocolate line. But
hey, I missed the entire second period of the Heritage Classic in Regina, Saskatchewan, because there were only like 2 bathrooms on the main level concourse in a CFL football stadium. So the line, like, it literally took me 50 minutes to go to the bathroom.
That seems like a oversight from the designers of that stadium.
You would think, but
I mean, it's Saskatchewan who uses the bathroom.
Exactly.
Go to the smokers pit off to the side.
I knew Will would join me in dunking on them.
Yes. Speaking of design oversights, I bet Will's next jersey doesn't have any. Boom. Transition. Will, your pick.
I don't know. I'm not sure what that's supposed to imply.
I also don't know.
It's supposed to imply you're picking a good jersey?
Oh, okay. I was like, do you know what I'm going to pick? 'Cause I don't even know what I'm going to pick. I mean, the asshole in me wants to pick Detroit just to be combative, but I don't think that's right. I'm actually going to say, and I'm guessing the Ducks and Kings, the home and away are separate entries, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to pick the Anaheim Ducks away.
Okay.
That is the right choice of the 2 to go first.
If the home had black pants, it would go first.
Bingo.
But it's too much orange, whereas the away is the absolute perfect balance. So that's my choice. And I mean, the logo is a little more cartoonish than the original, I think, but it works. The colors are vibrant. Like, I almost might like the colors more than the original. And it certainly has grown on me over the year. So yeah, this is easily my favorite New Jersey from the last year.
That's an Anaheim jersey, but yeah.
This is what happens when we started recording super late, is I just get stupid. But yeah, it's
it wasn't funny at all, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. I realized what I was saying halfway through it and it didn't full commit. I just stopped.
Hey, you know what?
Anyway.
If it makes you feel any better, when you said portmanteau, I had to physically restrain myself from saying, please don't suck the portman's toes. So...
late night.
Yeah, we've still said it.
Yeah, because now I feel bad because it's a really, really good podcast title for our first recording in over a year.
Also, finding my sister in the hot chocolate line is
That-
also
yeah.
not.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Anyways, yeah, I like this jersey. I don't know how I feel about the orange yoke. Still, I feel like it's still a ton of orange, and I don't know if it needed that additionally. But yeah,
That's fair. Yeah.
I like it.
I like
It's
the
good.
yoke. I still prefer the old Mighty Ducks logo, but the rest is good in my opinion.
I think I like the old logo, but I'm really on the fence about the colors.
Yeah, no, the colors I
As
like the
mu-
new colors. It's just the old,
Yeah.
like this new logo feels
It's
uncanny to
like-
me, and I don't know if that's the
Yeah.
nostalgia worm speaking or not. But
No, it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like thinking about how the original Mighty Ducks was like the cartoon series and whatnot. It's almost like this logo would fit the cartoon series more than the original logo did,
yes,
if that makes sense.
100%.
Yeah, I
This,
can see
this
that.
is like a little too Pee-wee hockey cartoonish compared to the old one, but it's still really
Yeah,
fun.
It looks like this is some House League's knockoff of the original Mighty Ducks logo.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
And I will also, color scheme wise, forever be on team eggplant and orange.
Yes,
Mixing them together looks so good.
deadly,
Yeah,
deadly
yeah.
combo.
Yes, but we can't.
One day maybe.
One day, maybe as a third jersey, do it Anaheim.
Yep.
Who am I kidding? They're just going to do the normal Mighty Ducks colors.
Correct.
Maybe we'll have another black-based anniversary jersey and just ignore all the good colors altogether.
Yeah, let's not talk about anything with anniversaries, especially with Blue Jackets anniversaries. Carter, it's your turn.
I am going to pick what I think. I don't know if I've even said this opinion in the Discord server or not. What I think is this team's best jersey in their history, which is kind of a crazy statement. I am taking Chicago's Winter Classic.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, I respect it.
I was gonna say that's less crazy than I was expecting.
Okay. I truly adore that jersey. Like that is just simply the best way to put it. I don't own one yet. I'm going to. I think it's great. I think that I genuinely would like to see that as their home jersey.
Mhm.
And
I know that for your ideal series, didn't you just do that without the vintage white?
correct, yes.
Yeah, it's good. It does the annoying thing that Adidas does, or I guess now Fanatics does, where the chest stripe doesn't continue onto the back, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't know why, but I can count on one hand the jerseys that don't have the chest stripe continue onto the back that I like where it does that, and I think that entire list is Florida's home.
Yeah.
But yeah, but other than that, it's a fantastic jersey. I love it so much. It's really good.
Yeah, it's like just everything about it from the front and the sleeve shoulder patches. That's what sleeve shoulder patches. It's so good, and I can overlook the lack of stripe continuation onto the back where it really doesn't matter for me. I just wish it was for a team that I tolerated more because I don't like Chicago.
Valid.
Taste.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's a good jersey. I don't know if I can overlook the fact that the stripes don't go all the way around. It's a great Winter Classic jersey.
Yes.
But if you just take away the Winter Classicness of it, does it hold up as a regular jersey? I mean, it would be a good regular jersey, but Chicago already has some good regular jerseys. So I don't know. Like I don't really have an opinion whether this is better or worse than their regular ones. They feel about lateral to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I respect that opinion that it's their best one. I don't know if it's my ideal look. I'd like to see Chicago do something completely different. But
yes,
I'd say compared to what they have, this would be close to an ideal look.
Yeah.
So I respect that.
I concur.
Yeah,
Well,
I think the one other
Right,
positive is that it
yeah.
makes the the normal logo smaller.
Yes.
Yeah. Ideally, it wouldn't be there at all, but baby steps.
Yeah, talking now, I think my ideal look, instead of it being the one I did in that series, would be the one I did in my recolored NHL series with the military style branding instead.
Yes, for those who
Yes,
haven't,
yeah.
I don't know if you've posted that on
Not,
socials aside.
yes, I did. I posted. I posted it on Twitter because I was proud of it.
Yes, look at that Blackhawks concept and just be very pleased. It's good.
Yeah,
It's very good.
I don't like tooting my own horn, but that's one of the
That's-
better concepts I've made.
Yeah, toot that horn. You're coming to the crossing. Anyways, Carter, you get to pick again because it's
I get
snake
to
draft.
pick again. I have a couple on the docket here, and I'm really torn, but I think I'm going to go with the King's home.
King's home.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything to say of it. It's a clean jersey, and it's good for LA, and it doesn't need to be like, I'd prefer a purple Kings jersey, but I think it's better than what they had by far. And I don't know, I like it. I like the updated, like, this is how you update a logo from the 90s. Anaheim messed up. This, I like the updates. I like the bolder fonts. At first I thought it was very odd. I feel like I said that, like, I feel like I even tweeted about it saying the logo looks wrong. But it has grown on me, and it's grown on me big time.
Yeah, it feels kind of in the same ways as Anaheim's. It looks kind of like a more, I don't want to say cartoonish, but it looks a little more like modernized, but also dumbed down Pee Wee hockey-ish sort of vibe to it.
100%
But it works
dumbed down.
better than the Ducks one does.
Yes.
And they're both really good.
Yeah.
But logo-wise, I would say the Kings logo is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not a lot.
I'd agree. About. I just can't get over the fact that it's just black and silver, man. It's just the Kings are begging for some color. And it's like it will not let you have it, and it makes me sad.
Now, I strongly believe like the league should be as colorful as possible, and that being said, there should be one black and white team in the league. But I don't think it should be the Kings.
Carolina.
In my ideal view of the NHL, it would be Chicago. I would make Chicago black and white.
Yeah.
But the Kings have so many better colorful options that it's kind of wasted on them.
I've been on the purple and silver train for LA because I think it was Chris, like Art Chris.
Yeah.
That did the
LA Kings concept by Chris Ramirez.
Yes, yes. Like that, I've ripped off that concept a lot, I feel like, because it's just very good.
Yeah, I think depending on a shade of purple, you can also maybe toss like black in there as trim. But it just make the black purple, and it would immediately go to like top 5, not top 5,
up there,
top 10.
It would be up there.
That sounds right.
Up there, improvement, good.
Yeah,
Will go again.
All right, well, I'm going to be like Carter and give a spicy take about this team's best jersey of all time.
Oh.
I think I know.
The Utah Mammoth home jersey.
Okay.
Oh, okay. that take spiciness is not spicy at all.
It's about as spicy as the Ice Age.
Yeah. That's a salsa that everyone at the table will enjoy.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a good jersey. I mean, it's a little bit basic, but I think I love the logo. I love the primary logo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the colors of it don't lend well to an away jersey, but I think the home looks really clean.
100%.
And as much as we don't need more primary black jerseys, I think this looks really sharp.
Yep.
So I like it. I think it like a lot of the black jerseys are kind of like in the eastern part of the league, and I think this kind of stands out really well against some of the Central Division opponents and stuff like that. So like,
that's a good point.
I like it.
Yeah, the one major nitpick I have with this jersey is just why is the hem not the same as the sleeves?
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
And it's like
yeah.
I don't even hate it anymore. Like it's still it loses points because of that, but I don't hate it. And the shoulder patches aren't my fave, but they're not bad.
They're fine.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Hot take, I like the shoulder patches. I think they're good. I think it's a fun way to kind of have that throwback to the original diagonal Utah from last season's jerseys.
That's true.
And like in a way that actually makes sense as a patch instead of just having diagonal Utah on your shoulders.
That's a very good point, and you've single-handedly changed my opinion. So
yeah, I would like it better also if they didn't have diagonal Utah on their away still.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that when we get to that.
No, you just changed it. I never thought about it that way. So yeah, I'm fine with it now. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I got you.
There you go.
But yeah, I can't get over that they didn't change just anything aside from the logos. Like, right? Just like I get that you wanted to take your time with the logos, take your time with the name, and I respect that. I think that's a really good move.
Mm-hmm.
Not taking that same care for your primary jerseys feels like a mistake. Like, I feel like with a brand like the Utah Mammoth, you could come up with a better jersey design than just
I both agree and disagree.
the Bruins, but blue.
Like, I feel like they could have done something really cool. Like, I feel like they could have done... Actually, you know what? I'm going to say similar to the Columbus Stadium Series striping, where, like, you could have done some tusk striping on the arm. But I'm still fine with the striping they went with. I think the classic look is fine, and they could totally do a tusk striping type thing if/when they ever end up in the Stadium Series, and they're going to end up in the Stadium Series eventually.
Yeah,
I also think there's room too, like with a fairly generic, safe design that works pretty well. I think in perfect contrast would be an alt that absolutely slaps and does something really cool. And I hope they have a bit of a risky looking alt instead of something kind of just like Ottawa Senators primary sort of alt. Like, I hope they do something fun.
Give us a dope baby blue alt now.
I guess the Senators, did they officially unveil that alternate? I guess
they officially leaked it.
They officially teased it to their season ticket members. They never posted photos of it. It was on the Jumbotron for like 2 seconds.
Okay, so I guess we can then include that. We don't have to include that in this episode.
Well, we can include that with the next episode when we go over the Columbus Blue Jackets anniversary logo. So.
So yeah, I believe. Did you say that the Ducks away you picked is the best jersey in their history, or did you just say you liked it?
No, Utah. Utah is the best jersey in their history.
Then for the fourth team in a row, I am taking what I think is the best jersey in their uniform history, hands down. And also, it's going to make me feel stupid because it contradicts something I said earlier. And also, it's going to piss you guys off a bit. I'm taking the Canada Four Nations jersey.
I'm not even going to really disagree with that.
Yeah,
because it's so good.
It's very good.
When I first saw it, I'm like, this is fine. This is like a good Canadian Tire bargain bin knockoff Canadian jersey. Sure, why not? But as the tournament wore on and watching them play in it, I was like, okay, this is solid. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so good. It's so good.
It's one of those jerseys that look terrible when it's just displayed like, here's our jersey. But as soon as it's on the ice in action, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I'll add that, like, it's one of those, without customization, it looks like crap. But with customization, it looks
for sure.
Great.
It helps with the balance of it, for sure.
Yeah. And there's something I realized kind of contradicts what I said about Chicago. With a chest stripe, because the chest stripe doesn't continue onto the back, but that's fine because, like, I wouldn't want black numbers here, and I guess which also doesn't make sense because they're the exact same color scheme. But I'm allowed to have opinions that are self-contradictory, and I like this jersey, and I think it's really good. And I honestly can't think off the top of my head of a better Canada jersey, aside from ones that like just made the Leaf super big, like the Stadium Series, but in the '80s.
Or like 72. I'd put the 72 jersey ahead of this, but that's super big Leaf.
Yeah, like I don't know how I feel about that one. I both love it and think it's kind of dumb, but yeah, it's so now that I've gotten my actually good design opinions out of the way, back to personal bias and nostalgia for an event that happened 4 months ago. I'm taking Detroit jersey because
Oh, you're actually doing it.
Yeah, I'm actually doing it. To be honest, this jersey's fine. Like, there's probably 2 or 3 jerseys. Actually, no, there's only probably 2 jerseys I would take over it from the ones still available. But, you know, it was in an outdoor game with the Blue Jackets, and I'm willing to be biased with it, and there's enough cool stuff about it that I feel comfortable taking it. I think the collegiate-style helmet stripe is really cool to finally see in the NHL. The wings on the helmet are freaking fantastic. They look sick as hell. And then the script logo has also really grown on me. You know, seeing it around. And actually, I also own this jersey now, too.
The script is awesome.
Yes. Striping leaves a bit to be desired, but other than that, yeah, this is a really solid entry by Detroit.
I remember pissing you off by saying when the news was first revealed that I like that Detroit jersey a lot more than Columbus.
I do.
I still think I hold that opinion, but it's leveled out a lot more. I think they're both really solid. I like especially the helmet. The helmet really carries the uniform here. The jersey itself is good, but the uniform as a whole, I would say, is better than Columbus.
Yep.
But they're both really fun. They're both perfect Stadium Series jerseys to me. So
yeah,
I think those are 2 solid selections.
Also, the thing I'm just now noticing that I forgot to mention for Columbus, the Ohio State captain's patches. They're fantastic, and I love them.
Yeah, those are great.
And they've made my life hard because I already own a Werenski jersey. I don't feel that passionate about getting a Boone Jenner jersey, and I don't want to get a Sean Corrali jersey, so I haven't gotten my customized yet because I don't know who I want to get on it. But yeah, it's that's also a fun detail for that one. That makes me feel even better about taking it first, even though I had no regrets. Well, back to you.
Solid. Yeah, all of the remaining ones are like solid at best. I'm gonna take the Ducks home. I think that's the one that stands out to me out of the rest of these.
I wanted to take that one just so I could say I'd like to order Duck L'Orange.
Duck L'Orange.
Duck L'Orange.
Yeah.
I actually think I like this better than the red. Hot take. I know there is a lot of orange and there is almost too much orange, but I think not having the yolk is helping it, and I don't mind. Too much color is never a bad thing. I will never be angry about there being too much color on the jersey.
I like the colorful jersey. I just think, it's just, it would look so, we've seen so many mock-ups of it, it would look so much better with black equipment.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's really solid as is. So.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's just yelling at you all the time. Like.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Your attention.
It's better than what they had, so I'm not gonna complain.
Unlike Detroit, the previous one we talked about. Unlike Detroit, the jersey itself is better than the whole uniform.
Yeah, agreed.
Like this is a jersey that you'd look totally badass just wearing as a shirt wherever you're going or something like that. But in action on the ice, it's a little bit loud. Especially with the orange pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I sit. I still love it, but it could be better.
Yeah, I think black pants would improve, but I don't think orange pants is a negative, per se. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this on the road, but I want to mention it here. The font treatment for like the numbers and less so the name, mostly the numbers and stuff on this uniform is incredible.
Yes.
It's the drop shadow outline combo.
I hate the new font with
Oh,
a
really?
burning. I
Is that
hate
just
it.
because it's hard to customize that keener?
Well, one, yeah,
That's
but
fair.
but two, like I thought this when they were first unveiled before I knew we were going to be working with them. I actually don't know if we're working with them anymore. I can't remember. But remember, I've seen them in person, and I just don't like. It doesn't look like a sports font to me. It looks weird. It. I'm just not the biggest fan. I think how many colors is there? 3 or 4 colors in the numbers. Let me
3.
see.
It's the main
Black,
base,
yeah,
the drop
black, white,
shadow,
and then like the
drop
Vegas
shadow.
gold. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have preferred just the drop shadow, the extra kind of bevel style outline. I'm gonna call it. I don't know the right
I
verbiage.
mean, it kind of suits the logo being like a tad over designed.
True.
If you had like just basic one color, no outline numbers, it would look so stupid on this
If it was
jersey.
one color numbers, it would look stupid. I just would have preferred a
You
typical.
the Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah, I would
Good
have
point.
preferred just like a 3 color, like do white, gold, black, or white, orange, black for the
Yeah.
outlines instead. But other than that, like the rest of the jersey's fine. Actually, you know what? I hate the simplified shoulder logo too. It hurts.
Oh my God, we haven't talked about that. Yeah, that
Oh,
shoulder pad
yeah, you
is
know what? That's fair. Yeah,
booty. It's
good point.
booty ass cheeks bad.
Yeah.
Bad, not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Like, I think having the WebD logo on the shoulders is ideal. It's just this version of that logo is bad.
So bad.
Just-
Absolutely awful. I try to make it look more like a duck foot instead of
yeah,
making a logo that actually is pleasing to look at
Yeah.
if you're on balls.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which, like, points for realism, but you're also a hockey team based off a Disney movie. You don't have to have any realism points.
yeah,
Especially with a cartoony logo like that.
yeah.
Yes.
It'd be more fun if it was more flamboyant and ridiculous than if it was.
It's like you get plus 2 points for realism, but minus 15 points for
Yeah.
having bad logo.
Yep.
But it's such a minor part of the jersey that
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
kind of overlooked for like.
Well, all
everything
all
else.
3 of us forgot to mention it. I only saw it because I pulled it up here.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough. All right, Carter, you now get 2 picks all for yourself.
I actually quickly pulled up this team's jersey history. I'm not gonna say this confidently because there's 1 or 2 others that rival this jersey for best in their history, but I am going to say right now that I feel that this is the best jersey in this team's history, and that is the Boston Bruins Centennial jersey for the Centennial game.
Yeah. If we were going to have to specify Centennial jerseys for the Boston Bruins now, but
It's just good.
that's just it. It's just good.
And that's fine.
That's how I
When
feel.
you're the
Like,
original 6 Boston Bruins, just good is all you need.
But to counterpoint that, I think the Bruins have had so many other jerseys that are better than good. So this feels just good.
See, I don't know if I agree. Like, I prefer this over their current home and away. I prefer this over their Centennial home and away. Yeah, like I don't know. I really really like this jersey. I got to see these as well as they were coming through because we customized them, and they also they look really good in person. I love the Centennial game patch. I just like everything. I think it was executed very well, head to toe. The only complaint I have is in the full uniform, they use their wordmark logo on the pants, which is a little weird.
Yeah, it doesn't really it kind of takes you out of the whole Centennial thing. It looks like a modern jersey. I don't know.
I don't like these jerseys. They're all right, but I don't like the yellow going all the way down the arm. I get that that's what they did. It's like what they did with the reverse retro, but they reversed the reverse retro.
Yeah.
But like, it just looks off to me. It's just too like I want the socks to just be full yellow. Like that was your thing for such a long time. Just commit to it,
I do
especially for
think they should
like
have done
anniversary thing. And I know I get flamed every time I mention this, but I just can't stand. I think the yellow bee on any modernized or now throwbacky Bruins logo is just so much worse than their current logo. It just blends in from a like I'm looking at it and it's relatively small. Like I can't see the bee really, and there's so much go on whites issues going on, and it's like it's like it's like a it feels like what their current home jerseys evolved from. Like,
I can understand that point. I disagree, but understand that point of view.
I pretty much agree with everything you said there. Like,
I'm sad.
yeah. Hi, sad. I'm William.
but yeah, it's. I mean, it's all right. Like, but it's not. It's
like to your point with like the yellow that extends down to the cuff. I overdo that whenever I make jersey designs. I love that
Same.
jersey design trait, but
Yeah.
it doesn't work here.
I think
the yellow extended arm, I just think it just doesn't work on this one, especially with like the thin white stripes. Everything gets kind of lost on it.
Yeah, I think what I'm realizing just looking at this jersey and Detroit's, I think I like the lower arm fill look, like when it is literally a lower arm fill and not like a continuation of the striping.
I usually like the continuation of the stripe, but just in this case, I would say it doesn't work.
Like,
but I see your point though.
So like if say striping goes like on a white jersey, it goes like red, white, red, blue fill, I'm fine with that. But if it goes red, white, red fill all the way down, like Detroit's, I like that less. I think that's what I'm realizing.
See, I like that more, but I respect that.
Yeah.
But yeah, regardless, like I'm looking back in Bruins history, like there's not too many jerseys I like less than the Centennial jersey.
What?
Like, this is a good jersey. This is just a good jersey. The Bruins have always had good or better jerseys, and it doesn't really stick out to me as a good Bruins jersey because they're all pretty good.
Interesting.
Besides like some of the Winter Classics and like some of the other specialty jerseys, they kind of.
That's what I was about to say. I think this also reminds me of their 2023 Winter Classic, which is a jersey I visually hate. I do not like that jersey at all. It's very bad.
Yeah, no, that one's terrible.
And this reminds me of that, which makes me sad.
Fair.
Anyway, Carter, redeem yourself. I'm
sorry. I don't know, because I think I'm gonna make another. I think from a jersey standpoint, this one's gonna be polarizing. And I mean, as I explain why I'm picking this, you're gonna know which one I'm picking. I'm picking this because it is the single coolest numbers I've ever seen on a hockey jersey. I will pick Sweden.
Okay, thank God. I thought you were about to say the St. Louis Blues Winter Classic, and I was going to be so freaking disappointed in you. No.
Hold on.
This is a great pick. This is a great pick. Like,
now hold on. You're saying the single greatest numbers you've seen on a hockey jersey, and you're from Manitoba, right? You are aware of the Manitoba Moose, right?
Okay, the Moose ones are cool, but just in terms of the sheer amount of detail that they were able to accomplish with the stitching is absurd. And again, I got to see this one in person because we made the Zibanejad ones for the Rangers. And man, it's like they're just so nice. I don't care that you can't see it on the ice. I don't care that you can't see it from 5 feet away. It's such a cool little detail.
Yeah,
it is.
And in the logo too. Like the rest of the jersey is just it's a Sweden jersey. But
I like the flags and the stripes.
Yes, that is true. But it's just like the customization is some of the best in the history of hockey, in my opinion.
Yeah, like if I hadn't been going super nostalgia bias, I would have taken these instead of Detroit's. And if one of you had taken Canada in your first two, I would have taken these along with it. Like these are really now it's a Sweden jersey. It's hard to mess up a Sweden jersey unless you're Nike. But yeah, these are gorgeous, and I love them. They're very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No notes. I mean, it's a good Sweden jersey, and the details are great. I love the international jerseys when they do like those hidden details, or not hidden, but the small details like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are really special. So yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's a good pick. I'm actually kind of surprised it went this far low. Like, I figured one of you guys would have picked that.
Yeah, I would have guessed this was going in the first couple rounds.
Realistically, I probably should have picked this in LA's spot in LA now, but it's fine.
Fair.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. That if you had done that, this would be pretty much close to my rankings.
Mm.
But yeah, I need to go grab my charge board real quick, so you guys can do your next pick, and I will update it when I get back.
Cool. I mean, we've really reached we're at the lower end of the ranking, and we've kind of reached like jerseys of all time levels here.
Hey, I know which one I'm being forced to pick last. That's all I could say. Like, he might as well just move the Utah one to my row already, but
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know if I would put that last.
Really?
I would definitely not put it. I know for sure.
Now I'm curious. So now it's St. Louis.
Utah. Anyway,
now I'm curious.
I didn't yet. I was waiting for you. You know what? I'd probably I'd put the USA ones next.
Okay.
I think USA tends to kind of go like either super.
I meant to save that. I was late.
Like the USA tends to go like either super nostalgic or weird futuristic look that really doesn't work. This seems like a pretty decent middle ground.
Yes.
Like, it's not, I don't love it, but it's a pretty solid international jersey for the USA that isn't just like a throwback.
Yeah.
So I respect it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
like, it's a jersey of all time. It's fine.
Yeah, and especially in the context of the Four Nations face-off, where it was only 4 jerseys. It was only, like, there was no home and away. This contrasted really well with the other jerseys involved.
Yeah.
So it did its job.
Yes, I like this jersey. It it's really good. Its striping reminds me of the Columbus Blue Jackets, which makes me happy.
Yeah.
The sublimated torso striping reminds me of the Blue Jackets' original jerseys, which makes me happy. And then the beveling logo is good. I like it.
Does it also remind you of something?
It reminds me of the Sickos Committee. Yeah, stars on the shoulder too. Stars remind me of the Blue Jackets. I don't know if this is more the Blue Jackets ripping off the USA or the USA ripping off the Blue Jackets. And if it is the latter, I don't know why you would want to rip off the Blue Jackets. But
well, I mean, the whole identity of the Blue Jackets is kind of ripping off.
Yeah, no, the
American
Union
patriotism.
True.
Yeah.
So.
Too bad this jersey couldn't help them win the tournament. Am I right or am I right?
Hey, the better jersey won, and also I think we would have gone into some type of civil unrest had the U.S. won. Like there would have been bad consequences. And also I would rather have the Stanley Cup. No, that's not true at all.
Well, yeah, touche. I'm gonna shut up now.
The Stanley Cup thing is hilarious to me, and will never not be. Because remember, it technically is for Canada's best team.
I'm really sad now.
And also remember that an American team has won the CFL more recently than a.
All right, Burkus, it's your pick next.
Also, didn't an American team win the Memorial Cup like a couple years back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Anyways, Oh, I have to pick two of these. Oh, that sucks. I know I'm taking Finland for one of them. It's fine.
I quite
It's a
like the
jersey.
Finland jersey, and I was almost going to take this over Sweden.
It's all right. I think it needs more of the light blue. I would like to have seen a second light blue stripe under the navy one on the hem, and I
Yes.
would have liked for the dual tone text for Suomi looks bad in my opinion.
There's not
I would
there's not enough contrast between the light and the dark, so if you're viewing it really small, it kind of just blurs together in a
Yeah,
weird way.
even
you can
just
still
looking
tell
at
that
it
there's
on
two, and it's weird. Yeah,
looking at it just on the website, even it blurs pretty good. So blurs pretty bad
Yeah,
is what I mean by that. Like, yeah, the striping itself I think is fine. Again, aside from the mismatched hem and sleeve, but
yeah. I mean, I'm a sucker for an upper arm fill, so
yes,
I like it, but um, yeah, it's the best of the four by far. And now I have to pick another one. This is Russ. Because I can go with a jersey that is incredibly. So the three options, since once I pick mine, it doesn't. I don't.
at least you have a pick. I'm just getting
That's
handed
true.
one of these.
Yeah. Their options are one that's incredibly monochrome, and makes me sad because there's no color. There's one that literally changed almost nothing from the previous version, which was literally temporary. And then there's one that's just bad. I think I'll take Utah's away because, again, if we go back to it's still even the first one is a new jersey since our last episode, and the bright blue is fun. But also, why put logo on front? Why you do text? You're
Yeah,
not Rangers.
I think that's my least favorite of the three that were left, if I'm being honest.
That's an opinion you're entitled to have.
Yeah.
But the collar looks weird.
Yep.
I don't
It
like
does,
that it's
yeah.
just light blue. I don't like that the hem stripes. Why do they take the top stripe off the hem stripes on both their jerseys? Just let your hem stripes be hem stripes.
Or switch it so that you have blue on top and then black and then nothing. So it's kind of like you're viewing the top half of the jersey, then it gets cut off.
Yeah.
That would work better, but the fact that they have it reversed and then you don't have the top stripe looks really weird.
Yeah, or if it's if you had a major, if you had the Utah text was blue with a black outline, it would also then kind of make sense because it kind of acts as the top stripe. That's a stretch and a half. But I don't know. I think I just like these better than the other two.
None of these are good.
No,
yeah, exactly.
these are three not good jerseys.
I think they're fine. I don't think they're bad. Well, one is bad, and I'm not picking that one. The other two, the Utahs and my next pick, are fine.
Yeah.
And segueing into that, my next pick is going to be the Los Angeles Kings away.
Yeah.
It is fine.
It is fine.
I actually kind of enjoyed the Gretzky era jerseys. I think they should go purple. I don't disagree with that. These are clean jerseys. I don't even mind the monochrome look. I would rather it be on a different team, but if it has to be somebody, it looks fine on the Kings. And I will say, I think this is an upgrade compared to their previous set. But it's fine. It's fine.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I think the homes are an upgrade on their previous homes. I don't know if these are an upgrade on their previous roads because the black logo from the LA Shield stood out better, and the font was more fun.
Yes, I mean that part.
Losing the fun font hurts these a lot, in my book. Because
I think it's a solid classic look. I think it's fine.
Like
But
it's boring, and I don't like it.
the improvements on the logo are duly noted.
I would
On
like
the
to see
jersey.
this with this logo, but with the black and silver swapped. I think that could look really good.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think that would look okay.
But
because I mean the jersey balance is a little bit weird. It's really black heavy, but you have the gray crest that kind of gets lost in the white.
yeah,
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I think the text, like you see, like with the captain's patch, the black lettering with the gray outline, that looks
Yeah.
good. And almost like if you looked at the lettering patch, if you had it like that, but you had thin black stripes on the outside, additional stripes, I think that would look all right. But just the gray against the white looks not great.
Yeah, and like
But
on the home jersey also has that issue in the striping, but it's less of an issue because it makes the striping, it doesn't like detract from the size of the striping. From here, like it's.
And I think it's visually more appealing than our next jersey we're going to talk about. Which
agreed.
I'll hand that over to Carter.
All right, I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank briefcase and taking the USA jersey from Will.
Okay.
Hey, you have it.
Will, you're up.
All right.
Yeah, this Blues jersey sucks.
It's not good.
Like the for what it's worth, the font's cool.
The font is nice. But
the jersey is not nice though.
Yeah, it's not good enough to just be your plain text logo front.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is I can't remember which reverse retro, but the Chicago reverse retro where it was just Chicago.
Who leaked that jersey, Will?
But 100 times worse with yellow and white clashing.
Yeah, like I forget if they reference this being a throwback to a particular team or if it's just trying to look old.
The 30s St. Louis Flyers.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, congratulations, you picked a theme. Your theme sucks. Pick a new theme.
Why they should have done a St. Louis Eagles jersey. It would have been the striping would have been boring, but it would have been better than this.
Yeah, like honestly, yes. If you had just done a straight Eagles throwback, replaced the eagle with the blue note, you're cooking. You're cooking with gas, and you're off and running.
It'd be boring as hell, but it would be a jersey that is completely serviceable. This doesn't look good at all.
It would be a jersey that if someone were to give it to me for my birthday or Christmas, I would be like, oh, cool, this is a nice jersey to have, rather than, oh, cool, I can resell this and make a profit.
Well, and to that point, not even a week after the game was played, this jersey was available on sale on the NHL shop website here in Canada, customized for $80. That says a lot.
Yeah, that says a lot.
Yeah, this and the Chicago jersey were on clearance for like $50 American for a while.
I don't understand why the other one, because I mean that one, at least the other one's a good jersey.
Yeah, the other one's good. That one was on sale here, and now I'm jealous.
I was kind of hoping. I was planning on using that as my avenue for getting Detroit's, but then Detroit's just never dropped in price, and so I was like, "Fuck, I guess I got to pay full price for this one."
You could have stolen it from a shop.
That's true. I could have committed crimes, but we don't condone crimes here on the Jersey Nerds.
They're only crimes if you get caught. Commit crimes. Commit crimes. Commit crimes. Commit crimes. Commit crimes.
That's true. It's not stealing if you steal from a major corporation. The issue is that of the big four sports, the NHL is the least major of the corporation.
True.
Unfortunately, true.
Like I wouldn't feel bad stealing an NFL jersey if I felt like I could get away with it. For legal reasons, that was a joke. But anywho, here's our teams. So to recap, I have both Stadium Series jerseys, the Blue Jackets and Red Wings, 2 Four Nations jerseys, Canada and Finland, and the Utah Mammoth newly unveiled but barely changed.
Hawk Utah, am I right?
Will has the 2 Ducks jerseys, the Utah Mammoth home now with an actual logo, the USA Four Nations face-off jersey, and the LA Kings Gretzky Road with modernization and cool tweaks and stuff. And then Carter has the Blackhawks Winter Classic, the Kings home with similar tweaks to the away, but in black this time. The Bruins Centennial Game jersey that exists, and the Sweden Four Nations face-off jersey, and the Blues jersey that we are forced to deal with from this recent Winter Classic. So yeah, let us know in the comments who has the best team so that we can get engagement to boost this video.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. I just spit all over my laptop.
Should I say it? Should I say it?
Spit on that thing.
Why do you guys close the episode? I don't feel like it anymore.
You want me to close the episode? I got you.
I made a mistake.
Hold on. My soundboard's not loading.
Yeah, I'll turn the soundboard.
Thank you for listening to the Jersey Nerds podcast. Check out our website at jerseynerds.wordpress.com to find the latest news, concepts, podcasts, and more. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Jersey Nerds. Or just find all the links down in the description of the episode.